Good morning here at Driftland for Drift League Round 2. I'm here with Team Northants MX5 and I'm here with Javis and Kai as I am spotting for both of them. So I'm going to try and do some filming as I do this, which could be difficult, so this video might be a bit all over the place, but we'll see how things go. But yeah, I'm spotting for them. We've got practice day today, which is Friday, then their competition is on Saturday. And then if they both get through top 4, if they finish in the top 4, then we'll do competition on Sunday for the Pro 1 class, but we'll see how they get on. I'm going to try and put the cameras inside the car as well. I'll bring in some live stream for the qualifying and the battles and stuff, just so we've got footage, but I'm going to bring you along, see how much I can film as the day goes on, but yeah, let's see what happens. We're all set up for practice. Kai's going down, Javis is still warming his car up. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Testing out new recording setup for comms, which so far seems to work, so we'll see how that goes. This is the track layout we're using, so we've got clip 1 here, down to clip 2, 3's back there, 4, there we go, there-ish. My phone going to focus there. 5, 6, and the background here to 7. Okay, first laps of the day.
The top and then drop down to 3rd coming into the bottom bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just beware, it is starting to spin a little bit.
Line up for my second run.
Come on.
That's it, boys. Got it.
Looking good so far though. It's going to be a struggle because he's only got 200 horsepower. You need quite a lot of power to get down to the bottom of the hill. So he's going to have to properly commit and get the momentum going. But we'll get there throughout the day. We'll keep doing practice runs and see how we get on. Excellent. So microphone wasn't recording anything there. So between them, they've just done a few practice runs. Kai's just going to come in and review what I've been recording of him so far. Javis is still testing. I think his car's doing okay, but his last run he was sort of bugging in 3rd and didn't really have any power. So he's going to do another run, check that over, see if that sort of fixes itself or whether there was something else going on. We might have to just give his car a check over, but this is why you do practice. Check the cars are all working and then fix any issues before it actually matters. It looks like he's struggling with an issue. Looks fine there. Clip 1, C-line. Clip 2, you missed completely. 3, you were really wide. 4, I can't really see from here, but then 5, 6, and 7 are all spot on the A-line.
That was alright, I think. What, did I miss clip 1 on entry?
So clip 1 was C line, clip 2 you missed, clip 3 you missed, 4 I couldn't really see from here, 5, 6 and 7 are all on A line, they're all spot on. So it's that entry in that first sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 line that we're just going to get spot on.
I've sort of settled on how much speed I can get on that entry.
It's definitely a good practice run for that. You're just going to push it a little bit wider all the way around and then bring in a little bit for 3 into 4.
I don't think it was too much speed though, I think I just lifted too early and it bogged.
Yeah, the speed looked the same as your previous run, and then you just sort of washed out wide, so if you lifted, that was probably why. Right, see how he gets on with this one. Looking good. Second half of the run, still 5, 6, 7, all perfect. It's that initiation, but we'll review the video when you come in. And I think I've got an idea of how to get you on to
I'm going to do one more lap while I'm still out here and it feels fine, then I'm in the mood.
Yeah, fair enough.
Clutch is stinking.
Are you going to do a clutch jab? Oh, he's out. Didn't even see him go down there. A little bit of a straight in the middle though. Go. Straight back on the A line though.
With how good stuff it is, I think I need to go up by like 5 psi. Because with I coming into that bottom clip, it's so fast.
Yeah, you just need to scrub up a little bit of speed either with more angle or left foot braking. I think if we go up in PSI now, you're gonna you're not gonna be able to carry it.
I'm going to bob back in now really quick.
Properly committed on clip 1. Good at, I think it was a B or an A line. Completely missed 2, but most people are missing 2 anyway. I can't see 3 from here, but the rest of it looks good. I think 4, 5, 6 and 7 are going to be easy for everybody. Yeah, if we can have a run like that for qualifying tomorrow, it's going to be top 10 easy, I think. Jav, I think based on what I'm seeing from here, I think we need to stiffen the front and the rear of your car. It's looking quite bouncy at the moment. First half of practice done on the Friday. Kai's lead line is basically spot on. He's running all the A lines that he needs to throughout the entire course at this point. Javis is struggling a little bit with the car. I think the clutch is okay, it seems to be. It was a new clutch, so they weren't sure if it needed adjusting or anything like that. But he's now got what looks like a collapsed coilover or a collapsed shock. We were trying to work out what was going on. We pulled it into the pits, and one side is like really low compared to the other side. So they've got some spares. They're changing them over. Hopefully that'll solve things. But with it being an S body, it should be dead easy to find spares outside of the track if we need to, or somebody here might have spares as well. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Let's see how things go for the rest of the day and then into tomorrow on competition day. So they've moved the clipping point there, and there's starts there. So I wonder if I don't know whether they must want them to be outside there. Way better.
It was a bit bouncy, but I think that's just in general.
I think that's just
The car's a million times better. Yeah! Yeah.
I was just about to ask you how the car felt, but I think that covers it. I can criticise your line now, though. How was that, Jav? How did it feel? It looked like you hit the wall on entry.
Hit the wall on it. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it looked like it was far. I don't think it was straight, but you still managed to get B line to C line 3, and the rest of it again A's to finish out again. End of practice, and I've got the video for it. I'll put it in a second. But Kai hit the wall. So we've bent front tie rod, inner tie rod specifically. He sort of kissed it with the front, and the rear, they've taken it off, but the rear knuckle took a hit and sort of twisted the destroy or die rear knuckle, and then there's a little bit of damage on here, but the rest of the rear end is fiberglass. So the guys have gone to try and get some replacements. I think we've got some tie rod ends secure. We'll fix it and we'll go again tomorrow. Day 2. This is the first official competition day, so we've got practice this morning and then qualifying battles after that. It's raining a little bit, not enough to be a problem at the moment, but we'll see how things go. I'm probably going to do a whole lot less filming today purely because I've got to be on it with the guys, tell them where to go, what to do, whatever. So probably bring you guys back in when we hit qualifying, and then rely on the live stream to sort of show you what's going on and that sort of thing. So the video might be a bit all over the place after this, but yeah, I'll try and do what I can, but my main focus is obviously to spot for the guys, and you can sort of see the rain coming down. So it's going to be an interesting day.
As we have Kai Barlow on the line now, obviously flying through practice yesterday.
Had a bit of a tackle yesterday. He decided to have a bit of a fist fight with the wall, and I think he lost. But he's back. He's just flicked his drive shaft that was bent like a banana, and now he's back on it. Let's see what happens. Nice flick initiation. Clip 1 fulfilled. Clip 2, big angle. In a clip 3, a little bit shallow, but he's making it work really well. Onto the decel, barely any decel, puts his foot down through zone 5, very wide. Onto clip 6, fulfills it and backs on power. Very fluid, all the way to the finish and back to the wall. Wow, he is committed.
As we have Jarvis Williams on the line in that Northern's MX-5 Motorsport Electronic BP S14.
S14, I was wondering. I was wondering.
There's a lot to say about that car, to be honest. And but here we go for his first run. New engine setup as well as he initiates into zone 1. A nice commitment there. Lots of speed, looking good. Maybe a just C to B line there. Nice through in clip 3 as he comes around into the bottom of the hill. Going through out of 4. Could have been a bit deeper. Now he goes into out of 5. Nice fulfilling of out of zone 5. Transitions across. Nice on out of 6. Coming around now into the last corner. Pushing that S14 around into the last zone and across the line. As we now have Kai Barlow awaiting, warming up his tyres, getting ready to go for his second run. And obviously throwing it really hard in his first run, so we'll have to see what happens in his second. First one's always the safe run, so we'll have to see if he throws it even harder. Hopefully he doesn't hit the wall in this second run. I don't want to give him the commentator's curse, but I'm not exactly Java, so don't egg him on. Here we go, coming around now into the initiation. Big entry there into zone 1, fulfilling that perfectly as he comes around now into zone 2. Oh, just missing out now, clip 2. Pulls away too early as he comes around now into the decel of outer clip 4. Looking good though as he comes into outer zone 5. Coming around into the transition to outer clip 6. Ooh, just a little bit tentative there. Struggling in that transition. Maybe it's a bit too much angle.
Where did that come from, man? Where did that come from? You just added like 100 horsepower in the car. There's more smoke, more speed. What did he do? And we got Jarvis again on the start line?
I think we do.
We do.
You can't miss the sound of that supercharger. To be fair, it's not even the loudest car on the grid. He is just the loudest human of the grid, both Class 1 and Class 2. But we'll have to see what he can do in his second run in that BPS 14 as he comes around now. That is on an RS6 Advanced supercharger as well, which is the first of its kind, as he does a really good initiation there. Coming in towards outer clip 2. Not too shabby so far. Lovely through into clip 3. Gets the foot down as he comes through into outer clip 4. Coming into outer zone 5. Nice and deep there. Could have been a bit more consistent going through there, but does a good job going through outer clip 6. Coming around now into last zone of outer zone 7. Nice and wide and across the line. Kai Barlow in the lead with Paul Seymour in the chase. 1UZ turboed S13 versus 1.6 turboed MX5. This is going to be interesting because Kai's been on an absolute flyer all weekend. Back-to-back Northern's MX5 battles here. I know Jarvis' spot is also Kai's spotter, so we'll have to see what happens as we have two very different cars here leaving the line. Kai absolutely flying down that straight so far. Look at the speed difference between the two of them. Paul trying to keep up as round into out of zone 1. This is looking good so far from Kai. Look at this though, the lead, but Paul is right there, not wanting to let him go as we come down into our zone, out clip 4, into our zone 5. Kai putting on a stellar lead so far. Paul is right there though, he's not letting go. He's here, he's hungry, he wants to get this battle as they come around now into our zone 7. Wow! What a lead from Kai Barlow.
Kai's done a great lead, and Paul was doing a great job in the chase there. He was wobbling a lot, though. He was making a lot of adjustments and coming off throttle and going back on throttle. It was a bit of an odd chase, but he kept it there, kept really good proximity, and kept the line. So let's swap them around and see what happens, because Kai is really good, but he hasn't had a lot of chase practice, right? It's only his second round competing.
Yes.
So this is going to be very interesting.
It's Mackenzie that's new to the competition. Kai did last season, but it is one of those. He has been. They've been saying they want to get him quicker on the launch. As you can see, he is left behind a little bit here. Paul Seymour has a good initiation there. Round to outer zone 2, keeping around into the clip 3. Oh, Kai's just getting left behind a bit there. As they come around now into outer zone 5, Kai trying to get back onto the door of that S13, but just having a really hard time getting back onto the door of that car. But look at Paul Seymour flying away and across the line. As we move on to the top 16, is Paul Seymour moving on to the top 16. Now we have Matt Gell versus Jarvis Williams. This one's going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen these two actually tandem, so this will be very interesting.
Two complete opposite spectrum of power plants, right? 1.6 supercharged against an LS. Like crazy torque versus no torque.
I do believe it's a 1.8.
Oh, 1.8. Okay, well,
yes.
you probably know about it than me. It's an MX-5 engine, basically.
Same thing. But here
we go, leaving the line.
Matt Gell in the lead, Jarvis Williams in the chase, Mr. Northern MX-5 chasing in that 350. Here we go, an aggressive initiation between the two of them. Not looking bad so far as they come around into outer zone 2. Jarvis tried to keep up with Matt Gell as they come around now into inner clip 3, coming around into outer clip. Oh, but Matt Gell spins, but Jarvis Williams does an amazing job dodging that. Fair play to you as he goes around and finishes the first half of this battle. I'm not too sure what happened there, but all I know is Jarvis's spotter is going to be saying, put on the best lead of your life and make sure you do not give him any reason to take this battle. Oh, Matt Gell's coming off.
Oh, there's possibly an issue.
Oh, and he's DB'd. So now we're just getting him warmed up. Jarvis is at the start line ready to go. Matthew Gell pulls up to the line, obviously having a DB'd in the first half of the battle. Very unfortunate, but we'll have to see what happens with the second half. You never know. It's not over until both halves of the battle are over. So let's see what happens. Jarvis Williams in the lead, Matt Gell in the chase. 350 versus S14, BP14 actually. Here we go, initiating into outer zone 1. Nice between the two of them so far. Coming around into outer clip 2. Looking nice, good proximity there. Does fall a little bit behind as they come through to outer clip 4. Coming into the hairpin of outer zone 5. Matt Gell gets back onto the door. Nice transition there. Lovely stuff. Good dive there for Matt Gell as he almost goes in front of Jarvis as they come across the line. Is that going to be enough to turn the tide? Could it be one more time? But moving on to the top 16. Jarvis Williams moving on to the top 16 here at round 2. So now we have Kev Florence in the lead with Jarvis Williams in the chase. 2 S14s, one with the engine you love, one with the engine you don't really seem to be a fan of, compared to the man who says bin all SR20s against an SR20. So now is the chance to prove to see if his engine setup is better than what he hates. That is the question. I was just saying, this is the man who says bin SR20s against a man with an SR20.
I mean, I did do that as well. I love SRs, but, you know.
Yeah, that is...
we don't like when they break, so no. Here we go.
Here we go, Kev Florence. Nice lead initiation. Managing to get a nice bit of pace, so Jarvis Williams struggling to keep up with him in the chase there as they come through into outer clip 4, coming around into outer zone 5. Kev has got a nice bit of pace as Jarvis tries to get onto the door, but he fails to find the pace as they come around now into outer zone 7. There is a stark pace difference between the two of these drivers. The pace is insane on Kev.
Yeah, because he's got an SR20. Of course it's good.
Wow.
Of course it's good. When you drive an SR20 well, you can drive anything. That's all I'll say.
That is true. That is true. To be fair, Kev does have the better throttle commitment between the two of them as well. Like, as we've seen.
I mean, he does have more power as well, doesn't he? Because like Jarvis, as much as a good setup, he must not have more than 300 horsepower.
316 roughly.
316, so 300, yeah. So here we go. We're swapping them around, Brandon. How is Kev going to deal with Jarvis?
We'll have to see as they come around into the initiation. Nice initiation there from Jarvis as they come through to outer clip 2. A little bit shallow there on Jarvis's end. On outer clip 2, through into clip 3, but Kev is right there on the side of that BPS 14 as they come around outer zone 5, transitioning across into outer clip 6. Woo! But he straightens! Oh no, Kev, come on! As they come around across the line, he thrown it away.
He's thrown it away. He made a dive, and he just didn't commit to it. He just did not get it right. Ah!
Moving on, Jarvis Williams moving on. The loudest group part of the crowd over there. Now we have an E36 Compact versus an S14. This one's going to be interesting. Mr. Jarvis Williams in the chase from the Northerns camp. Northerns MX5 team, give us a cheer. This is your boss. So here we go as we set them off. Jarvis Williams in the chase, Nathan Rudd in the lead. Nathan putting on a really good performance though this weekend. Big flick initiation, but look at this from Jarvis Williams right there in the start, but he does fall back a little bit as they go through Not the best line there from Nathan so far as they come through into clip 3, coming down the hill into outer clip 4. This is looking good between the two of them so far, nice and even as they come through outer zone 5, transitioning across to outer clip 6. This is looking very good from Nathan Wood so far. Good pace, good consistency, good line as they come across outer zone 7 and across the line. Jarvis Williams losing a bit of ground there. Never underestimate the pace of a compact, because they are quick, especially if you know how to set them up right. One thing that still amazes me about the E36 compacts is that they have an E30 rear subframe.
Yes.
It's so, like, it just, I don't know.
It works really well. I love that. But you've done the MX-5 Northern cheer. How about a Keep It Welded cheer? Who's here for Keep It Welded representing? Whoa. Come on, a bit louder. Who's here for Keep It Welded? There you go.
Who's here for Northern's MX-5? Here we go, the second half of the battle coming through. Jarvis Williams in the lead, Nathan Wood in the chase. What can they do as they come down the main straight with a lot of speed? Nice initiation there, keeping it clean through out zone 1. Coming around now into out zone 2. Nice there from Jarvis Williams so far. Nathan Wood trying to keep up. It is kind of even between the two of them so far as they come through now into out zone 5. This is looking really good between the two of them, nice and tidy. Jarvis on a really good lead so far. Nathan right there though, goes for the dive onto that rear of the front quarter. What a battle. But moving on to the top 4. Jarvis Williams moving on to the top 4.
The second top 4 battle. We got Jonathan Hargrave and Jarvis. Two S-bodies, two very different setups of cars. Yeah. One has got a big V8 with a sequential, and Jarvis is a simple man with a 1.8 turbo, 1.8 supercharged. That is going to be a battle.
This is hard. This is a very hard one. Whoop! Jarvis always going into Jonathan in the burnout box. This, oh my word. You know what though? Being Jarvis' spotter last season, watching him come this far, today is just unreal. His current spotter is an absolute legend. Those two have been working well together so much. But now, it all comes down to this. Could Jarvis get into the final as well as Jonathan as we send him down the main straight? This is going to be very interesting as we get him firing down past the wall. Jarvis going for that lead. Oh my God. Look at this though. Oh, does lose a bit of ground there as they come around into clip 3. Does lose a lot of ground coming into out of clip 4 now, coming into out of zone 5. Transitioning across into outer zone 6, losing so much ground. Jonathan Hargraves has so much pace. You can't stick with the bog. He is so fast.
So to me, what I think happened, and I'm just gonna, this is my two-piece, I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I think Jarvis went into it and saying, I'm gonna need all the grip, gripped up his car. And the result was, he couldn't get clip 2. So then it puts him on a shallow line towards clip 3, and he had to make adjustments, and he lost the ground because Jonathan is much faster, and he's got a lot more torque. So Jonathan just absolutely walked away. But now the question is, what's going to happen on the other side? Because now we're going to see Jonathan in the back, and he's going to have all the torque to get out of problems, but also, it could also make problem. Where Jarvis is actually on point. He's starting to switch on. We got thumbs up, and we're leaving the line.
We got football chance for Jarvis right now from his team. Here we go. Jarvis Williams in the lead in that BPS 14 with Jonathan Hargraves in that LS powered S13. Nice initiation there from Jarvis Williams. Whoa, going so wide. That is the widest we've seen Jarvis all weekend, but Jonathan hangs with him right there. Goes for the dive through out of clip 4 into out of zone 5. This is insane pressure from Jonathan Hargrave as they come through now into our clip 6, pushing around into our zone 7. Look at this from Jonathan Hargrave. Wow.
But the winner is Jonathan Hargraves, moves on to the final. So this is the third place playoff. The winner of this battle will get the first step on the podium. First step. Is it the first step or last step? Because it's third, but it was the first step on the podium. But it is third place. So I know Alex is going to be hungry for it because any point right now is more points to stay close to Jack, because that's what it's all going to come down at the end of the year. Who's going to take the championship? So we're going to send them out, and we're going to see Alex in the lead and Jarvis in the chase.
So one thing to mention as well, after the final, we are going to have our Class 1 demo here as well, so we're going to let them have some fun, and then we're going to move on to our podium. So make sure you stick around because there is still more action to come. But now we have Alexander Williams in the lead, Jarvis Williams in the chase. This one's going to be a difficult one for Jarvis. He's going to have to push. But this is Jarvis. He is the loudest man in the universe. Can he put that energy into his driving? We'll
Against the loudest car in the universe, which is Alex Williams.
I mean, have you heard his voice?
Around.
You can hear him from like 2 miles away, honestly. But here we go. Jarvis Williams in the chase. Alex Williams in the lead. 2 S14s. Here we go. Initiating into outside turn 1. Big angle from Alex Williams, as always. Oh, almost hitting the gravel trap. But manages to hold it in. But Jarvis Williams is right there. He is pushing onto the side of the S14. But look at this from Jarvis Williams. Right on the side of Alex Williams as they come around now into the transition. An early transition there from Jarvis, trying to get the ground as they come around now into outside zone 7 and across the line. That was a good
kudos to
effort.
Jarvis. He kept up. He did really well. But man, Alex was playing with death there. He was on the edge of the actual track. His wheel was past the edge of the track, and he didn't touch the gravel. It's almost like he was floating. He found some magical ground there, and he stayed on it. What a madman.
You're a wizard,
Absolute
Alex.
bonkers.
So now we're going to spin him around. Alex Williams in the chase. Jarvis Williams in the lead. Jarvis has really got to put everything on the line now if he wants to get that podium.
I mean, technically, all he has to do right now is do a good lead. That's what he needs to do.
That is
He
true.
has no job other than doing the best lead he can. And here we go. We're setting them down. Nice initiation. Jarvis initiating really late, really well. Very good. And the same handbrake in the same place like every lap. And Alex Williams deals with it really well. Now he closes it up on him. He's hungry. He wants that third step. He's putting it up the door. And he's pushing Jarvis all the way around the last corner through the finish line. Make some noise, Driftland!
It all comes down to this. This has been a very big weekend for a lot of these drivers. But there can only be one that goes onto the podium. And taking 4th place at round 2 is Jarvis Williams.
Woo! Come on, you can just next to the podium.
This
Deserves
is
to
his
be
best
there, bro.
performance to
Some
date.
epic driving.
What a long day. I've barely done any updates throughout the day because we ran practice straight into qualifying. Kai qualified 7th, Jarvis qualified 18th, I think it was. Jarvis finished top 4. He went into the battle for 3rd place and unfortunately lost to Alex Williams, who drove, I think, just better than he did, with double the power as well. So it was kind of inevitable. It's just one of those things. He just got a better car. What it also means is Jarvis is now driving Class 1 tomorrow, so we'll do it all again. So we're currently scrambling around to see if we can find some tyres, because I don't think I had that many. Jarvis had that many. And yeah, we'll do the same thing again tomorrow.
Good lap. But now we're seeing your main man, Jarvis, coming from Class 2 into Class 1. Let's see what he can do.
So Jarvis Williams in that BPS 14, trying it on with the big boys. I know he's going to be on uniforms. Oh, no. There's a sighting lap, Jarvis. You don't have to go like that.
I mean, he went for a sighting. He went to the beach.
Yeah.
What do you want? It's exactly what he wanted to do. Just like the 50-50 from yesterday. It could be all or nothing. Here we go.
Exactly.
First, so this is not a sighting lap. This is our qualifying lap. Let's see what happens.
There we go. Is he going to make the same mistake as he does before? No, he's going to be playing it safe. Could have been a lot deeper there into zone 1, but manages to push around, maybe just catching the C line on out clip 2. Fulfills into clip 3 perfectly as he comes around now in towards out clip 4. Looking good so far. managing to recover this run quite well. Coming around into the middle of the track, transitioning across the outer clip 6. Definitely not the most ideal first qualifying run, but mind you, does have a second. Oh, bit of a bubble there as he comes across the line.
In 4th place with an 81.7. Great run by Harry. Well done, little man. Now we're watching Jarvis doing his second run.
Jarvis Williams coming in for his second run in that BPS 14. Powered by Motorsport Electronic. Coming around into our zone 1. Oh, you can tell he's not prepared for the grip. He is not ready for the dry. The rain spots were not worth the changeover as he comes around now into outer zone 5. He is definitely going to have to put the semi-slicks back on as he comes around into outer clip 6. Coming around the big sweeper now into outer zone 7 and across the line. I saw you put your hand on your face there, Yogi. So now we got Jarvis
First
Williams.
battle! Second battle, sorry.
Yes.
Second battle. What a crazy spectrum. 2 different drivers. Jamie Stanton, Super Stanton in the lead, and Jarvis in the chase. Heading off to the Driftland wall. Jamie launches forward, builds a huge gap. Jarvis to do everything he can to catch up, but we know how fast Super Stanton is. Down the hill, builds up more speed, slows it down on angle, gets himself through zone 5, transition to clip 6, gets back on power, fulfills all the clips all the way to the finish line, and Jarvis is just too far away.
That was welcome to Gapplebee's, Jarvis. Welcome to Class 1. That is, yeah, you can see the pace difference between these two drivers. That is absolutely insane. But then again, it is now down to whether Stanton can deal with the slower car.
He's not called Super Stanton for no reason, Brandon.
He's going to bully him.
He's going to bully him. And I don't think he needs to. He knows he doesn't need to. But it's Jamie Stanton we're talking about. He is going to bully him around. Let's see what he can do. And we know Jarvis's lead lines are absolutely banging. But here we go, Jamie leaving with Jarvis. He's leaving a bit of a gap, but I don't think it's going to be too big. He's going to go forward, let him initiate, and absolutely close it. All the way to clip 3, and now he's in the pocket. Now can he stay there? Can he stay behind a slower car? Oh, almost a bit of a tap. Transition.
Oh my word! What's just...
Whoa.
I don't know.
A lot of deliberation. Will it see where is Faye going to wave a flag? Is it going to be towards the purple S14 or the purple E36? Who's the winner and going to move on to the top 16? Remember, Jamie Stanton has a lot to take in there because he's currently leading the championship. And the winner is... It's Jarvis takes the win!
Which will be Jack Drake versus Jarvis Williams.
A lucky man there. Jarvis, he's on it. He's like in a bonus level there.
I mean, these are both Class 2 drivers as well coming into Class 1. So
yeah, that's
they
very
already
true.
know each other.
Well, only one has changed setups for this.
Yep.
So let's see how Jarvis can deal with Jack's pace.
Yes, definitely. Jack's not a slow driver in any form, but Jarvis has been proven to take down one of the fastest on the grid. Here we go, initiating Jack in the lead. Jarvis in the chase. Whoa! Look at that. Coming into our clip 2. Jarvis is somewhat keeping up. Does get left behind a little bit, going from into clip 3 to our clip 4. Coming around now into our zone 5. Jarvis is getting left behind slowly. He's trying to get the pace to catch back up. But as they come around now into outer zone 7, Jarvis cannot find the pace. He hasn't got an argument to be answered.
So what I saw is I saw a slightly slower initiation by Jack than is usual, which gave a big opening for Jarvis. He basically gave it to him. Then Jarvis kind of kept the distance all the way around until he kind of over-rotated at zone 5, which made him stall the engine a little bit, and then transitioned to 6 wrong, and it just kind of was an avalanche all the way to the end of the run. But fair play to Jarvis. He kept up. That was really good. So now we're going to swap them around. And the question is Jack Drake too gripped up
That is the question.
Chase Jarvis, which is a little bit slower? Or is he going to be able to manage it and he's got enough leeway in his power to overcome the extra grip?
We'll have to see. I think he's got Kev Florence's rear wheels on.
Well, yeah, but this is a CDK tune built engine mapped by Jamie Stanton. Really, really good car. He's giving a bit of a gap for Jarvis. Jarvis is doing a great job now through clip 3, now down the hill, slows it down really well. Jack is keeping his composure. Oh, Jarvis almost stalls it there. Bottlenecks it, but he's back on it. Jack is doing exactly what he should do and keeping his distance, doing a really good job. Well done to both of these drivers. But the winner is, it's Jack Drake, takes the win.
I'm home now, as you can tell. Didn't film anything at the end of the day because I wanted to get packed up. It's a long drive to Scotland from where we are. It's about 8 hours or so, so a little bit of a trek. Good weekend for the team. I think Kai was a little unlucky in his battle. By the looks of it, Paul Seymour, who he was battling with, straightened a little in the chase, but the judges could have seen something that we didn't. They were in a sort of cabin that was higher up than we were, so they had a better viewpoint than we did. So they might have seen something that we didn't. But yeah, it's motorsport. You win some, you lose some. Jarvis just had a fantastic weekend. Yeah, there's not much more to say about that, to be honest. We just need to work a little bit more, I think, on his chases, and then we can get him on the podium. I think there's a very real chance he's going to finish high enough to be in Class 1 next year. But we'll see. We've got 3 more rounds yet. But he is 5th overall in the standings. Kai is currently sitting in 11th. So there's a long way to go. There's 3 more rounds to do. So yeah, we'll see where we get to. If you do like this video, let me know. Like I say, I've got 3 more rounds, so I can do some more filming. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.